Hey, what's up everybody? Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss M15 draft. Let's get this a little bit bigger. Oh, it's already big enough. Okay, so we open Avison. I would say that's a pretty awesome first pick. 5 mana, 5 power, flying, vigilance, all sorts of other amazing abilities. Yeah, it's definitely Avison. What else is in this pack that's good? What are we passing to our opponents? Cone of Flame is definitely a solid card. Gather Courage is good. Wall of Flames is pretty, Limbs, excuse me, is pretty interesting. Titanic Growth is a great trick. Ornithopter's interesting with all the weird blue stuff like in Soul Artifact and stuff like that. I like the Invasive Species. Nothing else of serious note here. Torch Fiend. There's some pretty good artifacts in this set, so I actually like the Torch Fiend. But yeah, why don't we just take a amazing card. Juggernaut's in this set. That's pretty cool. Johnny's Pride Mate is pretty cool as well. She doesn't gain life, right? Let me read her. I should actually read her abilities. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to another target creature this turn by sources of the color of your choice. Okay. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to target player this turn by sources of the color of your choice. Jeez. Yeah, Avison's pretty nasty. Well, we can take a removal spell. Elvish Mystic is good. Juggernaut's a pretty awesome beater. Yes, it has to attack each turn, but 4 mana, 5 power. It's hard to argue with that. There's also a Lightning Strike in here, which is good. Someone wrote on the website and said that friendly colors are kind of where all the synergies are kind of at, so they might have a good point there. I'm not actually sure yet. God, I wish my computer stopped asking me that. I think I'm going to take the Juggernaut. Yeah, it's a 4-drop, but that's just, I don't know. I like that card. 5/3 for 4. Colorless. It's pretty hard to argue against that, I think. All right, Heliod's Pilgrim's very good. There's a lot of good enchantments, auras to search up. Beyond that, Titanic Growth, certainly a good trick. Nothing else was, really too crazy in here. Ornithopter, if I want to make some sort of blue-white artifact-y thing, maybe. I think I'm okay with the Pilgrim. It's definitely early enough where I can hope to pick up some auras. And if I do, I'll be happy. I mean, the thing is, I pretty much have to be heavy white if I'm going to be able to make Avison work. So I'd at least like to cut white early. Kind of indicate to people right away that that's the direction we'd like to go. Alright, well, blue-white seems like a pretty legit direction to go. If we do that, I can take the Void Snare. We can also do green-white. Do I like a bounce spell or a pump spell more? I actually have to think which color has more auras. I suppose green? I actually have no idea which one has more auras. I'm just assuming it's green because I think historically green has more auras than blue does. But we could find something like Encrust if we can pick that up if we go blue for Heliod's Pilgrim. So, yeah, I think I'll take the Void Snare. I like this card. It wishes it was unsummoned, but the fact that it hits non-creature spells as well is kind of nice. So I guess we'll take the Void Snare. Okay, so now we can take... Ooh, wait, Shield of the Avatar. If a source would deal damage to a equipped creature, prevent X of that damage, where X is the number of creatures you control. It's not bad. It's honestly not bad. I think, I mean, my main issue with it is it doesn't really do all that much. Basically makes your guys good blockers, kind of. We could try it out. I mean, honestly, what are we passing? Nothing, really. Evolving Wilds. We're passing an Evolving Wilds. Maybe we'd prefer the mana fixing, but I gotta try this Shield of the Avatar out. I actually don't think it's terrible. Good, makes a good blocker, a good attacker, at least toughness-wise. That's interesting. Let's see here. Will-Forged Golem. That's not bad. I actually like military intelligence. I I especially like military intelligence if we end up blue-white, which I am trying to do, mostly because you get a bunch of flyers, and then military intelligence coming online is very good. So I think I'm going to take the military intelligence over the second Heliod's Pilgrim. I'd like to see some more white spells. The way it is, I kind of want to force the Avacyn. I know, a little bit greedy, but this card just seems so strong that forcing it could be good. Hot soup. There it is. Quite the name. Let's see here. Otherwise, Radiant Fountain for life gain, but no, we're too color intensive for that. Making dudes unblockable is pretty good, I guess, with like Juggernaut or something like that. Guess we could try it out. Nothing in here is super interest anyway. I guess Blastfire Bolt maybe, but we'll take the hot soup. Hot soup. Diffusion Sliver. Whenever a sliver creature you control becomes a target, they have to kind of... it's 2 mana 1/1. It's kind of unexciting. Guess we could take the Solemn Offering. Might have to move into green-white. Take the Titanic Growth. I mean, Titanic Growth is absolutely the best card remaining in here. Actually, I guess Borderland Marauder is pretty... That's a really late Borderland Marauder. He is strong, too. But maybe if the blue-white doesn't pan out, we can make the green-white work. Play it by ear. Alright, Divine Favor is playable. It's a good way to buy time. It also is something we can search up with Heliod's Pilgrim, so sounds okay to me. Alright, number 2. Maybe we actually take some red cards if they're coming this late. Yeah. Could just take the 2-drop. But I do want to make the white work. Let's take a second Divine Favor, I guess. Just Diffusion Sliver for days. I'd like it if it was good. Maybe we'll get the Banisher Sliver, Banisher Priest Sliver, whatever that one's called. And then the Diffusion Sliver won't be the worst investment ever, so... Otherwise we could take a Satyr Wayfinder, but not super excited by it. I guess. Okay. Sure. Alright. So, admittedly, not the most exciting pack 1. Beyond the Avacyn, of course. Started off decent, but I do feel as though we're getting cut in white, which I think we're just going to roll with. I just really want to play Avacyn. Alright, how many artifacts do I have? 1, 2, 3. Guess that's not too terribly many. Can take the Encrust, which is a solid Heliod's Pilgrim search up, and it's pseudo removal. Midnight Guard is very good with Convoke. Currently only have 5 creatures. Let's get rid of this too. And this. Stoke the Flames is so good. So we can take the Midnight Guard. Maybe we just take the Chief Engineer, because it makes our Juggernaut cheaper, I guess, but could also end up... we could end up playing that Ensoul Artifact, so I think I'm going to go for the Ensoul Artifact. Thingamabobbers. So we'll take the Chief Engineer. Could end up getting some more artifacts, maybe. Otherwise, it's like an Encrust, which is fine because it's removal, but... This guy's rare, though. Alright, Avarice Amulet actually is good. What else is good in here? Dauntless River Marshal. I think we're just going to slam that over the Avarice Amulet. And that also is going to marry us to blue-white, of course. But yeah, this card is just bonkers, so going to take that. Oppressive Rays would be nice. Like I said, Avarice Amulet is a legit, very good card. But we're going to take Dauntless River Marshal instead. See if we can't make that pan out for us a little bit better. Alright, what do you do for 7 mana? Search for an aura. and then put it on him. So we could search up Divine Favor, make him like a 5/7, gain 3 life. It's not bad. I think we're more in the Aeronaut Tinkerer range since we've already got a bunch of artifacts. Otherwise we could take the Swift Claw or a Flyer. I guess that's not bad either. I mean, you really can never have enough 2-drops. I guess another thing is Swift Claw with Divine Favor is pretty awesome. It's actually pretty legit powerful. I just love Swift Claw. It's such a quick beater. Much better with the Hot Soup. Or even Shield of the Avatar. Yeah, let's go Swift Claw, I guess. I like the Tinkerer, especially in here, but Swift Claw I think is just better. Sungrace Pegasus would be fine as well. But I think Swift Claw is just better. Hopefully we can wheel one of those, but I guess I'm not holding out too much hope. Devouring Light seems really good, as does Frost Lynx, but I think we're just, wait, what does this guy do? 6 mana, 3/3 flyer. When he comes in, tap a creature. When that or any other creature, geez, that is good. But we're gonna take the removal. Yeah, not much to say. It's got Convoke too, so could even be played for free. Devouring Light's just good. Ooh, now we're getting some good picks. What do you do? 5 mana, 0/0. Enter the battlefield, copy any creature you control except it gains. Oh, any creature I control? I don't even have good creatures to copy. Just a Juggernaut or a Pilgrim. And then I guess I can return it and search up more. Copy a River Marshal. I mean, is there anything else in here that's worth anything? I actually like Peel from Reality. You do have to have a creature to get value from that, but that's a good spell. Guess we could take... I just don't like that it's self-only clone. It kind of bugs me. What's the point of a more expensive clone if it can only copy your guys, you know? It's kind of a disappointing spell. If I had better creatures, I'd be all about the Pretender. Ugh. I think I'm going to take the Peel. Kind of disappointed. I mean, I like clone effects, just not that one. Alright, we'll take an Avarice Amulet now. I don't have any problems with this card. I think it's actually very legit. I mean, yeah, your opponent gains it if dies or whatever, but ooh, there's our Constricting Sliver. So it's going to make this Diffusion Sliver a little bit more worthwhile. Marked by Honor is pretty good. Another Peel from Reality would be fine. Well, this pack's panning out a little bit better for us. I like that. Alright, so now we can take the Glacial Crasher, or the Pillar of Light, or the Tyrant's Machine. Pillar of Light's going to be good against big dudes. Big toughness dudes. Let's take the Pillar over the Tyrant's Machine. I guess Tyrant's Machine interacts better with the Chief Engineer, but it's pricey to keep the up. I mean, it is a good card, but let's take the Pillar of Light. Pillar of Light's good too. Alright, well, Bronze Sable, you know, interesting with the Chief Engineer, but we want the Midnight Guard. It's more in our wheelhouse, I think. We actually have some Convoke, I thought, but maybe not. Doesn't matter. Midnight Guard's just an all-around better card than Bronze Sable, despite the fact that he's an artifact. None of these cards really matter. Seriously doubt I'm going to be playing Soulmender. I think I'm just going to hate the Shadowcloak Vampire over the Ranger's Gal, because Shadowcloak Vampire is very good. Alright, we'll take the Boonweaver Giant. There's a chance I play him too. I've got the Divine Favors, so could be good. He is an expensive dude, though. Meditation Puzzle seems kind of meh. Statute of Denial, though, is fine. Wish we had a few more blue creatures to really reap value from that, but that's okay. Alright. Marked by Honor. Seems pretty legit to me. We're gonna have to find some more creatures out of these, out of this last pack here. Alright. Guess we'll hate that. So, one more card and we at least have a deck. That's pretty good news. Certainly got enough equipment. This can't search equipment up too, could it? That'd be awesome. Oh, it's kind of cool that you can get it from your graveyard too, though. I should pay attention to that. Raise the alarm. Very good with the old military intelligence. Get a nice surprise. Coral barrier, giving you a landwalker is kind of nice. I think we're just doing raise the alarm. Seems legit. Nothing else of real interest that I can see. Yeah. Raise the alarm it is. Alright, so now it's strictly upgrades from now on. So, Selfless Cathar. That's a cool card from Innistrad. Another Pilgrim. Not too much beyond that. Do I even want the Selfless Cathar? Probably not necessary. I'd rather have a Pilgrim, I guess. Find our Divine Favors to buy us time. Seems better to me. What am I cutting if I take the Helliod's Pilgrim? Maybe I can also find Marked by Honor. So yeah, I actually have quite a few things, I guess. I can search up with the Pilgrim. What am I cutting for it, though? I've probably got something in here that's worse. Like maybe we can dump the... Maybe we don't need the Shield of the Avatar because we're already short on creatures. I could see that. If I had more... I guess it's good with Raise the Alarm, though, but let's take the Pilgrim. Kind of surprised we're not getting more flyers. Ooh, Into the Void seems pretty good. Sanctified Charge would be good, but just not convinced I have enough creatures to support that. Willforged Golem is good. Could take that just for an extra creature. Currently removal we're looking at is Void Snare, River Marshal sort of, Peel, Pillar, Devouring Light, Statue of Denial kind of, which I guess we're probably cutting. We could take the Golem, I think, over the... But Into the Void is really good. Bounce 2 is pretty... Yeah, I think we gotta take the Bounce 2. I do want the Willforged Golem, but bouncing 2 is pretty nice. Okay, so choices here. We can take the Tireless Mercenaries, Rogues, Gloves, which is good, especially with Hot Soup. Tyrant's Machine. Amphin Path Mage, making dudes unblockable and getting an extra creature. Yeah, I guess that's kind of the direction we need to go here. Get some more creatures, have a means to make our guys unblockable. Like, I could probably play this over the soup and be just as happy, if not happier. Alright, this guy's legit, so we'll build towards him. He seems like a solid 6-drop to me. Peel from Reality, fine as well, but I actually like this guy. I think he's good. So we already need, let's cut the Hot Soup. Let's cut, maybe we don't need the Chief Engineer then. So we can cut him. And we'll take the Kite Fens. Kind of have 13 creatures because of the Raise the Alarm. Should keep that in mind. Gargoyle Sentinel is a legit card. So we'll take that. Really helps actually fill out the part of this deck that we need too, so I'm happy with that. Impressive Raise, of course legit. Peel from, Paragon. Blue creature total, 1, 2, 3. That's not a lot. And you can only give blue guys flying. Yeah, he's not good enough for the deck, so I guess we're going to take the Oppressive Raise, which is a good way to buy some time. Okay. What do I cut for that? I'm not sure yet. I'll have to think about that, but we are going to play the Oppressive Raise. I'm surprised I didn't see any of those in Soul Artifacts. Those are usually, at least I thought, they weren't super popular. Pretty easy Nimbus of the Isles here. We need some more creatures, and I like flyers. Cuts for that. Maybe we just get rid of the Diffusion Sliver. Yeah, it's got good interaction with the Constricting Sliver, but this guy's just fine on his own. And I think we just need to make room for better cards, better synergies, etc. Maybe we can cut one of the Divine Favors because we have 2 Pilgrims. We already have a Marked by Honor. But then again, maybe I'd rather just play the Divine Favors over the Marked by Honor. Did I take the right card? Oh, good. I think here we're just going to hate something. We saw like 1,000 of these dudes. So we could hate that. Ranger's Gals, of course, an annoying card. Let's get rid of this guy. This guy's actually pretty legit. It's a lifelink. Child of the Night can be pretty annoying. Not really fearful of any of these other things. Chrono Stutter's perfectly fine. Definitely a playable card. Alright, so yeah, another one too. Jeez. I can probably afford to play them both. I guess it is pricey. Could take the Tyrant's Machine, but that's kind of pricey too. Guess we'll take the second Chrono Stutter. Hate the red card. Sure thing, yeah. Alright, so we do have a deck. Didn't end up with a ton of creatures, but I don't think we're playing the Radiant Fountain, even though we're 2-color. I'd like to be able to get my triple white whenever I want it. So I do have to make some cuts. That's gone. Let me move this up a little bit. Separate our creatures from non-creature spells. Little less impressed with military intelligence in this deck. Only because, yeah, it's gone. Only because we don't have a ton of flyers. This typically works a lot better. Oh, where is it? This typically works a lot better when you've got some evasion, which we just really don't. Really don't have that much evasion. Maybe we don't need the Boon Weaver Giant. I've already got the double Heliod's Pilgrim and plenty of 6-drops to mess around with. Then again, maybe we don't need one of our auras. Like maybe the diversity is better, so we can cut one Divine Favor for keep the Marked by Honor. Currently have, I don't know though, military intelligence could be really good. Double Chrono Stutter. Pretty insane. So we do have to play 17 lands in my opinion. And I think we're going to have to just cut some non-creature spells. So if I cut the Marked by Honor, Boonweaver Giant and Double Heliod's Pilgrim can still find Oppressive Rays, Divine Favor. Maybe we cut one of the Pilgrims, and then we rock one Boonweaver, one Pilgrim. And that way, Boonweaver can come in and become a 6/6 Vigilance for 7. Which admittedly, I guess, isn't that insane, but it's not bad either. Oh, that's right. We have Peel from Reality as well. Do we have Into the... Yeah, we have Enter the Battlefield effects with Heliod's Pilgrim, so that's actually good interaction with Peel from Reality. Better than Boonweaver Giant. I'm just worried we don't have enough ways to kill our opponents. We've got... I guess we have a few, but 14 creatures currently. Flyers are Sentinel. This guy evades technically, or kind of. This guy, this guy, this guy. Alright, maybe we've got enough flyers to make military intelligence work. So, instead, maybe we'll cut the Boonweaver Giant just because he's 7 mana. which takes us to 13 creatures. All right. Yeah. Let's cut one of the Chrono Stutters just because it's pricey. And then let's cut I don't know. Maybe Avarice Amulet isn't right for this deck. I mean, it is a cool card, but I'm just not convinced I have enough ways to evade. Kind of the cards I have on the fence right now are Avarice Amulet and the Military Intelligence, because we only have like 13 creatures including the Raise the Alarm, but the Raise the Alarm, I guess, interacts single-handedly with the Military Intelligence, so there is that. This card's kind of a do-nothing if you don't have the creatures to support it. But then again, Avarice Amulet can be terrible if... can be really terrible if your opponent gets control of it. Maybe Avarice Amulets. I mean, it's called Avarice Amulet for a reason. You don't want to get too greedy. And I don't think we exactly need it to win, because we do have the sort of aura plan going for us with the double Heliod's Pilgrim. I mean, I could try and make the Boonweaver Giant work, just because we are short on creatures. Removal is currently Void Snare, Oppressive Raise, Peel, Pillar, Devouring, Into the Void, Chrono Stutter. It's a lot of removal. I don't know. Something about Boonweaver Giant bugs me. I don't have anything that's like crazy with it. I think that's my main issue. Alright, I guess we'll run it like this. We're a little creature light, but it's alright. Got Avacyn. We are creature light. Just wish we had some stronger threats. That's okay. I'm satisfied, I think. So, let's take a look here. Looks like definitely more white than blue, as expected. So, what do they suggest? They say 10-7. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to get behind that. I definitely need to see blue early. And I definitely need the white early as well. I could try 6, I guess, because I really do need triple white, but 10 should be enough to see triple white, I would guess. Alright, I guess we'll run it like this. I don't know how good this deck is yet. It seems okay. Combine groups. There we go. Yeah, it seems okay. I've had better, I've had worse. Okay, I'll see you round 1.